Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I look like a hot mess. And this is my first video. No makeup, no nothing. I am so raw, so real, so live and direct. Because this video is going to be somewhat quick, but also very informal and very. So, yesterday, I was just thinking to myself, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay home? Am I going to go out for summer? And what am I going to do? I don't know. And I was just thinking to myself, I haven't even got my whole school year finished before I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? And I'm so eager to just jump straight to summer. But I'm not thinking about things that I need to be doing in life right now. As we talk, as we speak, as I am coming to you person to person. And I feel like that is very, very, very shocking to a lot of people who, they live in the moment that they're in. Not anything more, not anything less. I need to worry about myself in the now. Because as I think about what am I going to do over summer, I'm also thinking about who I'm going to do it with. And, this is not even the most important part that I'm going to be telling you guys about. I'm going to be telling you guys also about some stuff that happened at school, at my school that I go to, as well as with people that I go to school with, and friends and family. I'm basically going to spill the real tea because I feel like a lot of people lately haven't been doing that. They've been failing to tell all these young girls out here what the real is. And I'm going to tell you right now, love yourself, respect yourself, think about yourself. It's okay to give, when you feel that you need to, when you feel that you want to, that is very necessary. And then there's times when you don't need it at all, but you still do it. And that's when people tend to want to take over you. They tend to want to take advantage of you because you give so much. And it's okay, like I said, it's okay to give when you feel like, it's necessary. But when it doesn't benefit you all the time is when you need to back out of that. Period, point blank. Like, let me just say this. If you haven't paid your bills, this is just an example. If you haven't paid your bills and you're in the club giving all the bartender, the little money and, just to get drinks, and you pay so much just to get in the club and you haven't even paid your rent, get out of that club. Step out and just take a breath, a fresh air to think, and to really think, did I do that without paying my bills? That's one thing I feel like, is most important, is that you give when you can or when you feel that it's necessary. Only when it's necessary. Because you don't want to give and not take. Because all this world is, at the end of the day, is going to be a give and it's going to be an exchange and it's going to be a take. And I feel like, that's how life is going to go. Whether you think that it works different ways or that it works no ways. It works like that. And I feel like, that's what people fail to realize, is that this world is give and take. And if you yourself are just giving, you're not going to have anything to give yourself. Or, nobody's going to want to give you anything that you can take because you're giving them so much. And it's basically like you're giving everybody the benefit of the doubt when you have no benefit of the doubt at this time, at this moment, or ever, really. I feel like that's really one of my problems. I feel like. Two is, I feel like this. When somebody is in your DMs, it could be anybody, and I'm going to use this as a example before I even go into this. One of these people I knew, they were a YouTuber, they were a singer. They still are to this day. Well, singing. And, you know, you can go, he went on the YouTube, Instagram. He went on Instagram and asked, do you mind posting this, you know, just to post it, just to get the word out? The dude said no. When my friend offered money, the dude automatically, he DM'd so quick, like he had no chill whatsoever, because as soon as money gets involved into your life, you know, it just, you'll do anything for money if you know that you need it. You'll do anything when somebody offers you money for any type of, you know, simple exchange, just like putting a flyer on your Instagram because you have a little more, you know, followers. And I feel like that was the case being. And the dude, he was just like, you know, he was so money hungry. He didn't care, you know, about anything but the money. But I feel like, you know, that's not right, because like I said, that goes based off, you know, the give and take thing I was just talking about. When it's always about give and take, you will never catch me giving something and not expecting something, because this world is a give and take. You could be nice and generous. You can be nice and generous to things that people, you know, put a little label on, because if you are giving something so much, you're nice. It's not always nice to be nice. It's not always good to be nice, because when the minute that they say that that's the nice girl or the nice guy after giving so much stuff away, they're going to basically, you know, when they say nice, they basically mean the run over. You know, we walk all over you, we take your crap, we leave, and you do it again. And it's a, you know, a recycling cycle that doesn't stop until you want to make that change for yourself. And I feel like a lot of people, they don't notice it. They don't notice it until, you know, you're walked all over, or when you're in that one relationship that you think that you're in love. And you're giving your partner so much. You may be giving him, like, you know, sexual fellatio, or, you know, for nothing in return. And, you know, you may be, you know, just the guy in the relationship or just dating him. And he was already asking you to pay his bills and watch his kids and, you know, whatever the case may be. But you're not getting anything out of it. See, you're just getting, you know, oh, I'm watching his kids while, you know, I clean the house, while I pay the bills, while I give him sexual pleasures, while you know, I. And it felt like, you know, it's too many eyes and not enough he's, or not enough she's, or not enough, you know, any of that. And that's a walkover. Period, point blank. Another thing that I feel like I need to touch bases on is when people tend to put a label on you and they tend to judge you when they don't even have their stuff together. Now, I'm good with examples, and there's another one. This girl at my school, she's a freshman, I'm a junior. You know, I'm not going to name any names. We're just going to call her Katie. Okay. So Katie, she always feels the need to have to put her 2 cents in. Has the need to, you know, get her point across. Judge others, knowing that, you know, she has not even have her crap together. Every week, second quarter, third quarter, whatever, whichever one it was when she came back, she had so many boyfriends. She had a new boyfriend every week. It was always a new boyfriend every week. And she called them boyfriends, but I didn't know what they were to her. And I feel like, you know, I was in a relationship at the beginning of the year. And I had ended my relationship around the second or third quarter. When she had came back, which was in the third quarter, she was like, I thought you had a boyfriend at the beginning of the, you know, school year. And I'm like, oh, I did. And I'm like, why does that matter though? And she was like, oh, I mean, I was just wondering, because, like, you had one boyfriend the whole year. And I'm like, yeah, I had one boyfriend the whole year. Why is that a problem? You know, she didn't respond to that. But the first thing I thought immediately is that is that a problem that I have with one boyfriend the whole year? Because I'm not having every boyfriend every week like you are? I feel like, what does that mean? I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't care. But that was just the beginning. I feel like, it was a silent judge. Then it went on to, more bigger judgments to where she was actually starting to get, physical judging. You know what I mean? And I had told her one of, it's not too personal, but one thing that, people may not know about me based off of my physical characters. Because I'm thick, I couldn't do something. Like, I played softball my 7th grade year. I ran track my 5th and 6th grade year. I played basketball, soccer, tennis. I did all those in gym extracurriculars and got all my credits plus some for high school when I was in middle school. And I did swimming and active camp when I was in my junior and sophomore year. I was doing a lot of active stuff for a person that is my weight. And I told her I did all that, but I wasn't talking to her directly. I was talking to one of my other friends. But she just happened to, walk straight in and then, include herself in the conversation, knowing that she wasn't even applied in the conversation. And I told my other friend, I did all that. And then she had the nerve to, put her 2 cents in, like, make us, like, just a stinky looking, a nasty looking face. Like, somebody, is judging, like, oh, God, really? Like, she made a face, and I'm like, what's the face for? She was like, well, I didn't think somebody as big as you could do as, that, many, those many active activities, and, you don't look like a person that would do that. And I feel like, well, why would you think that? And like, cause you're fat. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know fat people were so subjected to, sit on their ASS and eat food all day. I mean, crap, I don't even do that. I still am active, still go out every weekend with my friends, still have a fun time, still go to parties and be lit all the time, from the time I get into the door, from the time I leave the whole place. I'm still that same person that anybody can be like, she was at the party, she was getting lit, she was dancing, she was having fun, you know what I mean? Everybody that really, like, doesn't judge me off of first look knows that. And I feel like she didn't know that. She don't know me. That's the whole point. You judge off of first person, physical, basically judging a book by its cover. You don't know me. And I feel like, she has no right to judge. Nobody has any right to judge if they don't know the full story. And I feel like, that's the problem with these kids today, because they'll judge you off anything. It's probably everybody. They'll judge you by just looking at your hair. They can probably see you in a movie theater, look at your hair, looking at it sticking up, like looking, a little kinky or whatever. Not even seeing the color of your skin and just automatically think, oh, she's black. You know what I mean? Or, oh, she sits on her ASS all day eating food because I'm fat. But I don't. And I feel like, that's a problem with people. When you make first assumptions is when you're basically you're setting yourself up for failure. Because first assumptions is basically like how the curiosity killed the cat. It's just like that. When you make assumptions is the first time you set yourself up for failure. And I'm not going to tell you how. I will hope that you won't just make assumptions on people, but just think first. But if you don't take these, it's very, very, useful information and, take very good advantage of it, you may be the person who's making assumptions and just, set yourself up for failure. So I hope that you listen to what I'm saying, because it's very important. And I feel like, in life, you're going to set yourself up for failure. Especially if you don't know someone, especially if you make assumptions. But I feel like, I'm going to leave that conversation alone and move on to one more topic I feel is most important with a lot of people. And I feel like this has to do a lot with your insecurities and, just being confident in yourself and basic confidence, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be honest for me so that I don't set myself up. So that people don't try to set me up and, say, oh yeah, we got tea on her. No. I'm about to spill the beans right now. Repost it. Resend it to anybody. Send it to anybody you feel should, get a quick laugh off of it because you think it's funny. And I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of girls, a lot of boys, a lot of anybody nowadays are put a very big label on. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're orange, green, fat, skinny, short, tall, whether you have freckles or not. It goes even down to whether you have a birthmark on any part of your body or not. That's how real it gets. And I feel like, a lot of people, they're so insecure about, their body and how they look and, how people look at them and stuff like that. And I feel like, that's stupid. If you let somebody tell you that you're ugly or that this is a problem or a disorder or whatever, is the first minute that you're living for other people. You're not living for yourself if you believe them. You're living for other people. And that's the biggest, worst mistake of your life is when you start to live for other people. Knowing that they're not living for you. At the end of the day, they paid their bills. You didn't pay your bills. They're sitting here, they're getting their education in school. You still got F's. Because you're too much worried about them and they're worried about themselves. But still have so much time to speak on other people. And I feel like this. I'm not perfect. I've been judged tons of times in my life. I can't even keep count. I can't count on one hand how many times I've been judged and how many times I've been teased and, humiliated and, all that. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. I mean, I used to have no confidence in myself at all. I used to have no confidence, zero. I used to think that I was ugly. I used to do things that, when I was depressed, I used to do things that just made me look like I'm crazy. I cut my hair, almost all my hair off. I did all types of, I can't even explain to you what I did to myself when I was depressed because of teasing and harassing and all this other stuff. It's so close to like suicide, but it's not. And it's crazy, but I'm not going to get into that. But I will say this. When I didn't have confidence then, I was scared. I was immature. I was scared. I was, scared of what other people thought. I mean, honestly, I cared. And that's when I know I was living for other people. I don't care about people now. I don't care whether you don't like me. I don't care whether, you feel like I was mean or I said something wrong or out of line. Because I don't live for nobody else except for me. At the end of the day, when I go to school, when I do my work, I get grades for me. I don't get grades for me, Angela, Tony, all these other people. No, that's not how life works. Sorry, but it's not how life works. And I'm going to tell you this. I have so much confidence. It took me time. Because I sat down and I thought like an adult. It took me time to build my confidence. Shot out the roof. Like, I feel like I'm the boss. I'm the queen. Because I am. And I feel like that's what you have to put on yourself in order to really get yourself confidence every day. You wake up in the morning and you look like, oh my gosh. Is this me I'm talking to? Like, is this me I'm looking at? Like, is this me I built? Because I feel like when you build your confidence is when you build your empire. You build confidence, you build a business. You build confidence, you build a whole town, a whole city. You build a White House for yourself. That's when you know that you have confidence. Is when you feel every day you wake up and you say yourself, you see yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself, I'm bomb, I'm, bad, I'm whatever. you have to take yourself in order to, you know, get the point across. And I'm going to tell you guys, I have so many flaws. I'm overweight. I got double chin. Okay? I got fat in my thighs. Yes, I have fat everywhere. I have discoloration, whatever. It don't matter. I have pimples. Like, but I'm still beautiful. I'm still better than any girl that thinks she bad. Like, it don't matter. You can see my neck. See, look. It's dark. You can see my feet. Yes, I have white feet. But I don't care. See, anybody who would judge me solely based off of that, you don't live for yourself. Simple as fact. If you have some time to talk about somebody, you're not living for yourself. You're living for other people. Because if you have to inflict pain and have to, you know, tease people and think that it's cute, it's not. Because in the same minute that you get teased and that, it's not going to be so funny. Now, like I said, back to what I'm saying. I'm cute. And I can say I can shout it from the rooftops. And I have before. I walk around, I do my own thing. I make my own bread. I got my own grind. It's whatever. But I'm still cute at the end of the day. I still have so much confidence in myself that I can run for president and I can still win elections just solely based off the fact that I'm beautiful. Just solely based off the fact that I have confidence. And I feel like that's what you need to have. Anybody who watches this video and, you know, they feel like, you know, it applies to them, it's because it do apply to you. If you feel that you want to follow these tips in life, go ahead, do it. Because guess what? This is how you set yourself up for greatness in life. This is how you set yourself up for so many things to come. And I feel like, you know, young girls out there, especially young girls out there that have the same struggles as me, being overweight and teased and bullied before, solely based off of first, you know, characteristic look, judging a book by its cover. If you ever feel that this applies to you, it's because it does, and I want you to follow this. And I feel like, you know, a lot of girls may not, a lot of girls may. And if you feel like, you know, it applies to you, then just do it. If you feel that, you know, you feel like you need to change yourself for the better for you, you know, and not have anybody else tell you that you need to change, but you want to do it for you, then do it. You do you. Because at the end of the day, that's all you ever want is you. That's all that ever matters. That's all that ever should matter to you is you. And I feel like, you know, I'm about to wrap this video up because I'm done, you know, feeling like, you know, girls have to be devoted to one look. Have to be devoted to one, like, because I feel like, you know, me, I had tons of boyfriends. Cute boyfriends. All types of dudes wanted me. And I still do. But that's because solely myself, because I have confidence. And I want you to have confidence too, because it's whatever to get judged. But it's so hard to build confidence up. But if you know that you can do it, you will do it. Simple. And that's really all I gotta say. But I'm gonna be out. Let's see you. You must see me. Keep it cool. Peace.